All right, hi boys and girls. We are going to go ahead and talk about some events from our story today that we have already reread. And Mrs. McSpadden is going to start by pointing out some events in one part of our story, and then we are going to fill out our anchor chart with other events that took place after that. So, boys and girls, Mrs. McSpadden is looking at pages 24 and 25, and I'm going to reread just to refresh my memory to think about what events happen on this page. So, boys and girls, on page 24 it says, one day workers came to widen the road to make room for more cars, more trucks. The tree was in the way. It would have to come down. So, boys and girls, now I'm going to think about some events that happened in this part of the story. And in this part of the story, the first event that happens are that workers show up to this area by the tree, okay? The workers want to widen the road. They bring in all of these trucks to start working on that construction for the new widened road. And all of a sudden, the workers realize that the tree that the little boy is swinging on is right in the middle of their new road site. So they decided at the end of these 2 pages that they needed to take the tree down. So those are the events that happen on this part of the story. So now we are going to travel to pages 26 and 27, and we are going to talk about what are some events that happen in this part of our story. So let me reread first. The boy protested. He stood between the workers and the tree and would not budge. I'm going to read it one more time. The boy protested. He stood between the workers and the tree and would not budge. I want you to think about what things happened in this part of the story. I'm going to give you about 15 seconds to think about your response. So you should be wrapping up those thoughts, first grade. What are some things that took place on that page? Okay, so let's start on page 26. What do you see the boy doing? That's right, first grade. The boy on page 26 is standing in front of the tree in between the workers. He is saying, stop. Remember, he does not want them to cut down the tree. So we are going to write that on our anchor chart by one of our event lines. So we're going to write that the boy stands in between the tree and workers. Okay, that's what happens first on that page. All right, now let's travel over to the next page on page 27 and talk about what happens over here. Okay, so we know that the boy is standing between the workers and the men, and then he tells the men that they need to stop, first grade, that he does not want them to tear down his tree because it is their family tree. So we can also write that the boy says stop. Okay. If we continue on in our story to pages 28 and 29, it says, a call for assistance went out. Whoosh. Take about 10 to 15 seconds to think about what event happened next in this part of our story. Okay, so what was something that happened in this part of the story, first grade? That's right. A call for assistance went out. The little boy was hoping and thinking, I need help, I need help. So the birds flew away to find help. So we can write that down here. The birds flew away to find help. All right, we need to find one more, so we're going to continue on to the next portion of our story, pages 30 and 31. It says, help soon arrived. What is happening in this part of our story? Look at that illustration. What is taking place? That's right, first grade. All of the animals showed up to help the little boy defend the tree. They didn't want the tree to go anywhere. That was the family tree that needed to stay where it was. So we can finish our effort anchor chart or events anchor chart out with the animals arrived to help. The animals arrived to help. So now, boys and girls, that we have gone through some key events that happened in this part of our story, you are now ready to write your sentence. Remember, you can use one of these four. The boy stands in between the tree and the workers. The boy says stop. Birds flew away to find help, and animals arrived to help. For completing your sentence.